Build your ladder backwards. Start with the dream offer, then work your way down to free. Most creators build up from a freebie and hope it leads somewhere big. Flip the order and design your dream offer first. Here's the trap almost every creator falls into. You launch a free checklist, then a $19 template, then a $47 mini course, and you keep stacking cheap things on top of each other hoping they'll eventually add up to a real business. They rarely do. A stack of $19 doesn't magically become a $2,000 offer. It just becomes a pile of $19. The creators who build durable income do the opposite. They decide what the flagship looks like first, the offer that pays the bills on its own, and then they design everything underneath it to funnel people toward that summit. This is ladder building in reverse, and it changes almost every decision you make about pricing, content, and positioning. Why building bottom-up backfires? The conventional advice is, start small, build trust, upsell later. It sounds safe, but it optimizes for the wrong thing. Your first offer gets designed around what's easy to make and cheap to sell, not around what actually changes someone's life. So your $9 ebook is disconnected from your $997 coaching program. A buyer who grabs the ebook has no reason to believe the coaching exists, let alone that it's worth 100 times more. You end up with a junk drawer of products instead of a staircase. Reverse engineering fixes this, because the flagship offer is the thesis statement for your entire business. Once you know it's a 1,512-week transformation program, every rung below it exists to answer one question. What does someone need to believe before they're ready to buy that? That constraint kills 90% of the random product ideas that would otherwise dilute your store. Step 1. Design the dream offer like it's the only thing you sell. Before you touch pricing or format, write down the single biggest result you can credibly deliver for your most invested customer. Not a feature list, a result. I'll teach you Lightroom presets is a feature. You'll have a cohesive, sellable photo style, and 3 brands paying you for it within 90 days is a result. The flagship is built around that sentence. Then decide the format that actually delivers it, usually something high touch. A cohort course with live calls, one-on-one coaching sessions, or a hybrid. This is the tier where price should reflect transformation, not hours worked. If your flagship is a 6-week coaching intensive, price it like the outcome, not like a course. The flagship test. If you could only sell one thing for the next 12 months, what would it be? That's your flagship. Everything else in this article exists to sell more of it. Step 2. Work backward through the middle rungs. Now ask, what does a stranger need to prove to themselves before they'll hand you $1,500? Usually it's some combination of A. This creator's method actually works. B. I can follow through and get results. And C. The results are worth more than the price. Your mid-tier offer's entire job is to prove one of those 3 things, cheaply, quickly, and specifically. This is where most people accidentally build a watered-down version of the flagship and call it a light edition. Don't. A mid-tier product should feel complete on its own, but narrow in scope, one problem solved really well. If the flagship is a full personal brand overhaul, the mid-tier might be a $97 template pack that gets someone from zero to a polished content calendar in a weekend. Genuinely valuable, and it quietly proves you know how to systematize this stuff. Step 3. Treat the entry-level offer as a trailer, not a movie. The cheapest paid tier and the free tier get treated as an afterthought by most creators. Throw together a PDF, call it a lead magnet, move on. But this is the rung that has to do the most narrative work with the least amount of content. Its job isn't to teach everything. It's to give someone a small, real win and then point unmistakably at what comes next. A good entry offer ends with a version of, you just did X. Here's how to turn that into Y. where Y is your mid-tier or flagship. If it doesn't create that pull, it's just free content with no path anywhere, and you'll wonder why your funnel converts at 0%. Write the one-sentence transformation your flagship delivers, then price it to match the outcome, not the hours. List the 2-3 beliefs a stranger needs before they'll buy the flagship. Design one mid-tier offer per belief. Complete on its own, narrow in scope. Build an entry offer, free or cheap, that delivers a fast, real win and explicitly points to the next rung. Map every product to a single store so the path from free to flagship is one click, not a scavenger hunt. Review conversion between each rung monthly and cut anything that doesn't feed the level above it. Step 4. Put the whole ladder in one place. None of this works if your free lead magnet lives on ConvertKit, your $97 pack is a Gumroad link, and your coaching calendar is a random Calendly buried 3 posts deep. A ladder only functions when someone can climb it without leaving the page. That's the entire point of running everything through store.fan. One link in your bio, one store, every tier listed and buyable in the same place. Practically. Your free checklist becomes a lead magnet block on your storefront. Your $97 template pack sits as a digital download with instant delivery, and your flagship coaching is sold as a 1-1 booking on the same page. Someone who grabs the free download sees the mid-tier offer right there. Someone who buys the mid-tier sees the flagship. No redirect, no separate checkout. You can create your store and have all 4 tiers live in under an hour. Check a live example store to see a full ladder in action. A value ladder isn't 4 products. It's one argument told in 4 parts. Delivery matters more than people admit too. When someone pays for your mid-tier template pack, they should get their download link instantly, on screen and by email, not 3 days later when you remember to send it. That instant gratification is what makes them trust the next purchase. Discount codes are also worth using strategically here. A limited time code on your entry tier can accelerate someone through it faster, and a first 30 days code on the flagship rewards people who climb the whole ladder instead of skipping straight to the top. What this looks like with real numbers. Say you're a productivity coach. Your flagship is a 1,290-day 1-1 coaching package. Your mid-tier is a $79 Notion Command Center template plus a setup workshop. Your entry offer is a $15 weekly planner. Your free offer is a checklist. 5 systems every overwhelmed founder needs. Someone downloads the checklist, buys the $15 2 days later, upgrades to the $79 system a month in, and 3 months after that messages you about coaching, because by then they already believe your systems work. That's the ladder doing its job in the order you built it. One more thing worth tracking once your ladder is live, where people actually drop off. If nobody's moving from entry to mid-tier, that mid-tier probably doesn't feel like a natural next step. Go check whether it's actually proving one of your flagship's core beliefs. That's exactly what a monthly look at Pro Plan Analytics is for. Quick gut check. If you deleted every product except your flagship, would your business still make sense? If yes, you've built the ladder in the right order. Key takeaways. Design your top-tier flagship offer first. It defines the transformation everything else has to point toward. Each lower rung's only job is to prove one belief the flagship depends on, not to be a mini version of it. Free and low-ticket offers should create urgency for the next step, not satisfy curiosity and stop there. A ladder with 3-4 tightly connected tiers outperforms one with 10 disconnected products. You can't sell any of this without a place to actually sell it. The ladder lives inside your store, not scattered across links. Start your creator store free at store.fan.